Hey, what's going on? Lysandra Everett here, the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. I also teach you how to build a profitable business online. And today I want to share something with you a little different about goal setting. It's from Harv Eker. Now, I will admit, I'm really not a Harv fan, okay? I'm just not, okay, and that's okay. But I'm also open to receive wisdom from anyone. And but you see, so this one was something that just kind of caught me, and I thought was really cool, and I wanted to share with you. So, he calls it 7 profound steps to accomplish any goal. All right. So step 1 is, what do you want today? That is like, what is the quote? The indispensable first step to getting what you want is knowing what you want. So the question is, you have to answer is, what do you really want today? What, right? Write it down. Like, what do you want? Okay. Number 2, why is it important to you? What is it going to do for you to achieve the goal? So if you really want some red bottom shoes, why is that important to you? If you really want financial freedom, why is that important to you? If you really want a new car or a new address, why is it important to you? So what is it about that goal that makes it important to you that you actually want it? Because what you might realize is that your goal is too shallow and you really don't want it, right? And it's really not that important. Because something that is really not that important to you, you really won't work at it. Okay, that's just the truth. If it's not that important to you, you're just like, I didn't get there, so whatever, right? All right, number 3, why don't you have it already? Now, when I got here to this part, it was really kind of a knife in the gut kind of thing, because, when I sit down to say, why is it that I don't have it already? It required me to look internally and like, what is it that I haven't done? What is it that I'm lacking that I have not achieved the goal yet? Is it a skill set? Is it, what's going on here? Okay. So that's going to require you to look internally as to why you don't have it. All right. Number 4 is, how am I going to get it? Like, what strategies are you going to use to get what you want? So in the case of a pair of red bottom shoes, I don't even know why red bottom shoes are on my mind this morning, right? I don't know why they're on my mind, but you know what? That's the example I'm going with it. So what strategy are you going to use to get it? How are you going to earn the money to get the red bottom shoes, right? What strategies will you get? Will you go and sell some stuff in your house? Will you go and earn extra money? Will you start a side hustle? Will you, will you provide services? What will you do in order to earn the income to get the red bottom shoes? Then once you determine your strategy, like, what's the first step? What is the very first step that you need to take? So let's say you decide that you're gonna, go through and sell some of your other shoes in order to get the red bottoms. Okay, so then what's the first step? Well, the first step would be to select the shoes that you're going to sell. Right? Which shoes are you willing to part ways with? So that's the very first step. So you got to know the very first step that you need to take in order for you to get to your goal. Number 6 is to have unreserved devotion. He said, devote yourself unreservedly. I didn't even know that was a word. Okay. And I am a grammar cop. But you know what? This is about intense focus. That's what this is. This is really about you saying, this is my goal, and I'm willing to do what needs to be done in order to get to it. And it requires intense focus. Now, while I'm using, some shoes as an example, you think about the goal that you want to reach, and it's going to require you to focus. And the thing about focus, when you're really working towards a goal, that's when stuff starts coming out of everywhere. There's somebody in your ear got this to offer. There's somebody in your ear got that to offer. You have to block that stuff out and stay focused on your goal, okay? Because if your goal is to get these red bottom shoes, there's gonna be somebody over here saying, I got these Franco Sardos over here. I got these Jimmy Choos over here. And you're saying, no, you want Louboutins, right? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Okay, but the point is that, you're going to have distractions that are going to try to give you alternatives to your goal, but you got to stay laser focused on the goal. All right. So number 7 is to reward yourself. How will you celebrate your small wins? What will you do? And because you have to reward yourself for achieving even the little goals. Sometimes we deny ourselves joy because we don't celebrate the small goals, right? So if you, let's say you sell, oh, I don't know, 5 pair of, 20 pairs of shoes. Let's say you sell 5. What will you do to celebrate, that 5 goals, right? What those 5 pairs of shoes? What will you do to celebrate? How will you reward yourself? All right. So you got to think about that, a small reward. And then holding yourself accountable. How will you hold yourself accountable? Now, there's this one cool way that I heard about holding yourself accountable is with a friend. And we're not talking about just an accountability partner. It's really doing something that's going to hurt, right? So I have a friend of mine, and, we actually did this, like, this is the goal we set. And if I don't get it, then I got to write you a check for $500. Now, while she is my friend, I love her dearly. I'm not trying to write her a check for 500. Okay. Just because I screwed up. So, that is going to really make you work with intense focus in order for you to really, be held accountable and for you to really work towards what you say you want. Because if you, in the end, let's say if I decided, you know what, I'll just write her this check for $500 and just be done with it. That means I really didn't want the goal, right? If you are willing to relinquish the accountability, then that means you really didn't want it to begin with. So, how will you hold yourself accountable? We talk about the SMART goals and all of that. Yeah, you can really do the mathematical part of the goal, but this is more internal work. This is more of reaching inside yourself to saying, you know what, this is my goal and why I want it. And this is why I don't have it yet. Because see, when you figure out why you don't have it yet, then you can fix it and then go and achieve your goal. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a T. Harv Eker fan, but this was actually pretty good. And so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay. So thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Have a fantastic day. If you got some value, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Like and share and leave me a comment. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.